Dwayne Wade's a bad father, so
Oh God.
I can't really give him any points. He's all with the Banana Club, or what club does he go to? I forget, but I don't subscribe to that stuff.
I don't. I mean,
Well,
I
he
don't.
was on the banana boat, right?
Who? Me?
Are you snitching again?
I was never on
No,
a
I said Dwayne Wade, fool. Dwayne
oh
Wade, LeBron James, right? Chris Paul, they were all on the
Carmelo
banana
Anthony,
boat. Yeah.
Gabrielle. I mean, it probably was on the.
Gabrielle is in the front of that boat.
But I don't. It doesn't make any sense. But imagine you being Gabrielle Union. You got the Deliverance for Evil movie with LL Cool J. You got all these other good movies out. But you,
What was the Cradle to the Grave? She was in Cradle to the Grave. Didn't DMX
yep, and
get with her on that movie?
you were DMX and Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah, Jet Li.
You marry a football player. You divorce the football player. Then you marry Dwayne Wade. You marry Dwayne Wade. He breaks up with you, gets another woman pregnant, then turns
That was a
around.
no breakup.
He had a breakup.
They were like engaged, or she was pregnant, and he just got some random side piece pregnant.
Exactly. And then he turned around and said, "You got to pay half the bills."
That's crazy.
That's winning.
I would like to have a baby on a chick, and then be like, and you paying half the bills.
He still
I,
got.
I almost couldn't even get it out of my system because I was like, this isn't real life. This man's having a baby on a woman and be like, oh yeah, where's your half the rent? Where's your half of the house payment?
Hey man, you don't even have to believe us about it. So we got video evidence of my girl saying this.
That first sense of security and that the work is coming, and as long as I keep knocking it out, there's gonna be more, and there isn't this sort of sense of the rug is could still be pulled out.
I struggle with that still, just because I think I just have more responsibilities, for my money. So I get nervous, like, oh God, that movie didn't open, well, what does that mean? Am I gonna have enough to hold everybody up? And everyone's like, it's coming, like, calm down. And I'm trying to find peace in the journey, not using my anxiety and scarcity mindset to be my engine, which is hard. It's weird to say I'm head of household, because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work. You gonna sleep in? Somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work. And it's hard. It's hard to let that go. So I'm working on that.
I mean, after hearing this video, it kind of makes sense because
But she said that they have, like, I know Dwayne Wade was married before, right? And had
Yeah.
none of those kids but one are hers. Of their kids, so I know he's got like other families and he's got to provide for that. But it's like she said she has the same thing, but she didn't have no kid before, did she?
she has family. I mean, but when you're rich and you're celebrity and you're the only celebrity in your family,
You support your whole family.
You basically support your whole family. So I mean, I can now, after watching this video, I now understand. It makes perfect sense. If you taking care of your family, Dwayne Wade's taking care of his family. I'm pretty sure Dwayne Wade's family is probably a lot bigger than yours. He's probably taking care of a lot more people. They have a lot more bills. So I mean, you said, okay, I don't mind paying half the bills at this house, because
at the joint house, yeah.
at the joint house, because I'm paying for 9 other family members, and you paying for 20 other family members. So I kind of make that sense. That's real honorable. I can see why you would marry a person like that.
Yeah, especially if she lets you have babies outside the relationship. And it's no big
God
deal.
dang, Gavin, for real? That's how you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you can't.
Honestly,
If you rich, and
it's it's not my fault that Dwayne Wade is always dealing out.
Emotional damage.
I mean, you don't feel like that if you making he has over 100 mil in the bank. That's already past 10%. That's probably like 0.0001% of the world has that much money. You don't think he can get a little strange piece of change every now and then?
I mean, money doesn't really like make it where you can't be a bad person. Dwayne Wade has all that money and he can't be a good father. I mean, you see what he's allowed to happen in his own household.
Awesome.
So
That's racist.
What?
That was racist.
What was racist
You
about
were
it?
taking shots.
I'm just taking shots. There's nothing about it to do with race.
Horrible,
If it was
horrible.
Rex Chapman, I would have said the same thing. If Rex Chapman has little kids that like to wear dresses when they're boys, then I'll get on Rex Chapman too.
But the funny part about this is I was going down the whole timeline and everybody was talking like, imagine you get this baller, this rich person, and then he turns around and says, you got to pay 50-50. The devil's a lie. And I seen a lot of girls' dreams crushed when I was going down that timeline. And I got to tell you,
Well, I mean,
it's life.
honestly, you can't even do that. If you're like a celebrity and you end up getting with like just a regular person, regular person, and they're like, all right, the bills for this month is 20 grand. And it's like, I can't pay no 20 grand a month in bills. Like you already know right off the bat that ain't gonna work. So it's only if they got similar stature that I bet that they would require that of them, because these famous people that have regular people or like their high school sweetheart,
Yeah.
they ain't paying half. They're covering everything. It just depends on when in life they met them. If they were with them from day one, they probably take care of everything. But if they're older and they're famous too, or a celebrity too, or someone that's well too, then they might do the half and half.
I mean, how do you feel about this whole 50-50 thing that's going on? Do you support the 50-50 thing, 50-50 rule, or are you more of a?
I would support it because I know it'd never be. You know, you could say 50-50 and like, yeah, even if she did pay half the bills, I mean, she's going to want her nails did. She's going to want her hair did. She's going to want to eat every day at restaurants. I mean, she's going to run up a check. So it never truly is 50-50. But it's nice when they try to contribute some. And I believe it should be based off like a percentage of pay. So like, you know, if you have someone that's making $100,000 a year and their spouse is making 50,000, they shouldn't be putting in the same. They should be kind of putting in the same percentage. Like, oh, I'm putting in, 15% of my paycheck in savings, so you do 15% as well, not the exact same amount of money. So you got to also have realistic expectations like that.
That makes sense. I see how you feel, man. Comment below. How do you feel about this whole situation? Are you surprised? Is Gabrielle Union settling? That's what we really. Is she settling?
I know, man. She could have hit me up. I would have taken you in.
You wouldn't have paid no bills.
No, I would have been on part of her family plan. You know what I'm talking about? I would have been one of the people motivating. You can't sleep in, baby. You gotta get to work. Do you see the new car? I want that new Camaro tomorrow. I said tomorrow.
I think that new Scat Pack.
I want the Scat Pack. If it ain't Scat Pack, I'm scared.
You see John Moran out here with the fofo? Why my fofo?
I want the extended clip.
I can't let John Moran out here.
I already got my shiesty on. You see, I'm ready.
Man, you sound like Britney Spears' ex-husband. What's his name? They took all her money.
Yeah.